everyone. Today we're going to take a look at Deep Impact on 4K Blu-ray. In this video, I'll do a quick unboxing, walk through the specs, and I'll give you my thoughts about how this movie presented in my home theater and my thoughts about the movie itself. Deep Impact released in 1998 by Paramount. It's rated PG-13. Runtime is 121 minutes. It came in a slipcover and includes the 4K Blu-ray, standard Blu-ray, and a digital copy. Aspect ratio is 2:35:1, so if you're like me with a 16:9 screen, there will be black bars on the top and bottom of the screen. Audio on the 4K disc is in English and French. The English audio is a 5.1 Dolby mix. English, French, and Spanish subtitles are available. Dolby Vision is also available for those with a capable display. For this review, because I'm in my home theater with my projector, I'll be watching in HDR10. Deep Impact on its surface is a disaster movie. Lots of movies in this genre are just a turn your brain off, don't think too much, sit back and just watch all the action kind of movie, which if well done is just fine. Deep Impact is a different kind of disaster movie because it's not a turn your brain off movie. It's very much about characters and their different storylines, and we get some very heartfelt and sweet moments. I'll talk more about the audio shortly, but the score is a highlight in this movie, driving a lot of the emotional response, at least for me. Ultimately, in this movie, there's a great overall story. I loved each individual storyline, along with great characters, all the action one might expect from a disaster movie, and some pretty cool space scenes. This is a great movie. I'm tempted to give it a 5, but I feel like if I'm not all into a 5, then it isn't a 5. So I'm going to give it a 4, but this is a close one. This 4K release has a softer look. Now, was that the intent of the director, perhaps for style? Is it the condition of the original, and this is just as good as this movie will ever look? Is it some issue with the transfer, or could Paramount have done more to sharpen up and clean up the video? I'm not sure. But in any case, there is a softer look to this 4K. It's fairly clean looking, not a ton of grain. What grain is there looks pretty tight and controlled. There are a number of scenes that look not just soft, but actually out of focus. This scene, for instance, is a prime example. It actually looks blurry. Maybe it's some issue with the transfer from the original or the original itself. Didn't happen a lot, but enough through the movie that it is worth noting. Deep Impact isn't especially colorful or vibrant. Overall, brightness and colors are a little muted. All that said, I still think the video quality is good. Special effects were actually decent relative to the time. The space shots in particular look good. Dark scenes are fine. There are depth and layers in those darker scenes, and I could see the scene and pick up detail. I'm going to give video quality a 3 out of 5. Audio-wise, I was expecting more, especially considering all the potential, those rocket launches, explosions, impact sounds, planes, and other objects flying through the air, that incredible score, and it's all just right up front in the LCRs. There wasn't much coming from the sides, rears, and overhead speakers. Even my sub didn't seem very active. Again, considering everything going on in this movie, I expected some good LFE output. Audio was reserved pretty much throughout. Even in the more action-packed scenes, I just wanted more. I don't think audio completely delivers, but I think there's just enough that I would give it a 3 out of 5 for audio quality. I remember seeing Deep Impact when it released in 1998. I saw it 3 times at my commercial theater. I enjoyed it then and I enjoy it now. I wish the audio and video quality was a little better. I would still recommend this as a good home theater watch, especially if you're a fan of this genre or this movie in particular. I'm happy that I can enjoy this movie again whenever I want to in my home theater. It's a beautiful and emotional ride.